Good day to you guys. Welcome for another episode of Kanato RN, and we are here to discuss another nursing topic. Okay, so if you're a newly hired nurse, you have to go orientation. And here in America, you usually start with submitting all the documents, right? Like the papers that proves that you are a legal resident here, or if you're a citizen already, or if you have permits to work here. So that's usually the one that they ask first before you start. And then during the orientation, you can submit the other stuff while you're still being, oriented with the floor, or if you are being slowly exposed to the area that you are gonna be assigned. So usually you will meet your manager first, and then the manager will introduce you to all the staff. Not all the staff, because some of the nurses are working during nights, but during the time, at least you have an idea who you're gonna be working with. And then after that one, you have some books that you need to fill up, which is sort of like an evaluation later on. So for the first 3 months, you're gonna be in orientation, and you're gonna be assigned to a preceptor. Even if you are experienced, like 15 years experience in the Philippines, you're gonna have to go through a preceptor. So a preceptor is a senior nurse in the facility that will orient you with everything from start to finish, and how you do your shift. So she will be kind of like your model first. You're gonna be watching that preceptor, how they do stuff, and then later on the preceptor will let you do it. So, and then later on she will evaluate you if you're doing it correctly. So the protocol that they're gonna give you, like the copies, the books, you have to follow it, because if you're not gonna follow it, you will cause harm to the patient, and then that's gonna be their basis of reprimanding you, or if you commit a violation, that's gonna be the rule that they're gonna check if you did it correctly. If you're not following it, then that's gonna be good, not gonna be good for you. Okay, so you do that, and then after that one, for the first 3 months, the preceptor will be with you, and then the remaining three will be like, you're gonna be like mostly uh you know alone. If you pass all the evaluation, you can be alone, uh and you can have your own shift already without anybody uh following you. But it depends. If you didn't pass the first 3 months, then they're gonna extend it to 6 months, and then after 6 months, you're out of the uh what do you call that one, you're gonna be out of probation, something like that. So and then during your orientation phase, from the uh, first month, you're gonna have a lot of orientation through the hospital too. So you're gonna go to a auditorium, and then you will meet the president of the hospital, vice president, or whatever, the high-ranking officials. They will tell you what's the vision of the hospital, and you're gonna remember it, because every time there's a like accreditation, they will ask you that, if you know the mission and vision of the hospital. So you have to remember it, and they usually give you a sort of like a guide. So you have your ID, and in the back there's another copy of the mission vision, or like a number. So you have a lot of cards hanging behind your ID, and then they're gonna give you a sensor together with your ID, and then the sensor will know or will detect where you're going in the hospital. So if you go to a patient, for example, like to give you an idea, the patient calls, and then there's gonna be a light on the door, and then the door is kind of like the alarm for all the staff, and it's gonna blink and blink and blink. It will not stop blinking unless you go inside the room. So the one that will stop the blinking is gonna be the sensor that is attached to your ID. So most of the hospital, especially the, you know, the like bigger hospital, they have that one. So, and then the manager will evaluate you how you go to the patient. Are you fast? They're gonna count it, you know. So it's gonna be one of the evaluation if you're slow with that one. So if you're busy, you have to call somebody else, you know, like if you have a fellow nurse that is just across the room, or whoever is available in the nurse's station, then you can call her. Then, can you go to my room and then see if what my patient wants, and then she can cancel it for you. So that's why teamwork is really important. So the new thing now, when you are a new employee, there's always like a class, right? But then there's a new thing now, especially in one of the big companies. They have this virtual learning now. So if they have an educator and it's not available in your state, you can do a class by just facing a computer, and then the lecturer is gonna be somewhere else, you know. So you still have your class, and then you have a screen in your computer, and then it will pop out the, you know, the screen that they want you to see, you know, the list. You can write notes, but then the educator is also there if you have some questions, as if like you're in the class, but then, you know, he's somewhere or she's somewhere else, you know, in another place. So that's a good thing now. That's technology. So okay, so when you're done with your 6 months, then you are free. You can do your own thing now, be a good nurse, and then you can start your career, you know. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching my video. Till the next nursing topic. Bye-bye.